All right, so we're going to jump right into what a good website design looks like for a home builder. So let's jump on my website here. I want to go over, this is just a bunch of website designs for contractors. We let contractors come here, get a good idea of like what they're kind of looking for before we build them a website. So let's hop on this one right here. This one's Hearthstone Homes, right? This is an example of a design that we like to use. So right off the bat, right, we have great branding here. Their logo, that yellow, is the same as the call to actions on the website, the buttons, right? Really important for these call to actions, the buttons, to be bright, colorful, and really attract people to make that action so they don't want to blend into a website. That makes a great design for a home building website. The first section here is really important for this H1, that's SEO, how to rank on Google, but the heading in here is really important to be clear and concise of what you do. You could be a custom home builder. That's what you would put in this H1. And then this little second section will help complement what that is in that heading. And then hopefully you could win them right here, right on the home page, right at the top. They see you are what they're looking for, and maybe they'll schedule a call right there. As you scroll down, there's an about section. This is typically a little further down. About and why choose us would be a little further down on the page. We change these designs when we know you and your business, but really important to show who you are, what you're about. This talks about over 20 years in business, really important. Why people choose you. You do this, you do great planning, you do consultations, you're really good at renovations also. Now this next section is really important. It's giving them an idea of what you are and what you're capable of, right? This is talking about how you're this guy is a master builder, right? You're gonna have a certain type of customer. Say you sell starter spec homes, which I don't know if there are any of those in the country anymore. That wouldn't be, this person would see this and be like, maybe this is a different type of builder, a little more higher end. But this is really showcasing what that home builder is like, right? Another important part on the homepage is the services. You need to let them know what you do for as a home builder. You know, maybe you only build homes, you don't do house renovations, maybe you do, maybe you don't do just kitchens and baths, you're more just building homes and not, you know, simple projects, home renovations like kitchens and baths. Not saying they're simple, but you're a builder that this service section wants to show them what you actually do. And guys, that's another thing I want to talk about or consider when you're hiring a digital marketing agency like Contractor's Partner. We specialize in that, right? We only build websites and do SEO and digital marketing for contractors. So in that service section, we understand that maybe you do ADUs and accessory dwelling units, but if you hired some other digital marketing agency that doesn't specialize in contractors, they might not have any knowledge of that. Just something to think about when you're looking for an agency. And if you decide not to tackle a website design like this by yourself. So let's hop back on here on the screen share. So services really important. And if you're a home builder, what's more important than showcasing what you actually do, right? Your work, clear, bright photos like this will really help sell your business, and it's really important to have on the page. You click through here, it shows, it's another page showing the gallery of, past projects, and it's really important to showcase your best work here. And a website design should have that, an opportunity for you and your business, especially as a builder. You got a testimonial thrown in here. So let's go back to that home page to give you some better ideas of what else on the page is important. So we got the gallery up. This is huge, right? Testimonials. This section, a lot of the time, We'll link to your Google business profile, your Google reviews, which hopefully you are doing or getting in your business. If not, we help contractors with that also. But this testimonial section is so important. It helps people, it helps you build trust with whoever is looking at your website or your design. Super important. And guys, one other thing to consider is, I talk to home builders all the time, and a lot of them are like, dude, I don't really need an updated website. Mine's from 1987. It still looks great. Well, those pages don't look great anymore, those websites, right? And I hear it all the time, like, dude, I have enough business. I haven't have to do any digital marketing in years, or marketing in general as a home builder. I haven't had to do it for years. But my what I want to say to you, if that's you and you fit in that box, is like, have you ever considered build the website? Extremely affordable. If you're building homes, it's just another line item for digital marketing that you really should consider. So you have a great looking website, and if you start to do SEO and rank better in Google and show up locally, not only does that build a brand and awareness of you and your business, which is super important, you could end up charging more money for your service or your business, right? And also driving leads, even if you don't need them, you get to pick and choose what you want, who you want to work with, what kind of projects you want to build. You don't have to be doing every project that crosses your door, even though, so if you're a home builder and it's a home, I got to take it. Well, what if you could take this other one that's, maybe it's a cost plus model and it's at 20% or some crazy number, and you can make really good money. You might have never got that opportunity if you hadn't built a brand, a website, and ranked on Google. I want to show you again, real quick, I want to show you another thing that's really important with these website designs is that they're mobile friendly. So if we go up here, I'll show you, I could show you this design so if you were on a cell phone, let's shrink this up. This is on an iPro phone. Let's put it on a Samsung Galaxy phone, a little bit smaller. But like from that design I showed you before, that's on a desktop, right? But this is what it looks like on mobile, and it's great. So many people right now are, they're just on their mobile phones and they're not looking at websites on a desktop. So it's really important for this to be clean, simple. Call to actions are very easily able to obtain there and click on. Really important in a mobile design. So if we look at this mobile design, a lot of times up here, this menu section clicks out, but I'll have on top another header. It's not on this actual website, but it'll have like the contact yellow, but it'll also be up there and it'll be a phone number or a call to action. And as you scroll, it's sticky. It just stays up here the whole way you go down. So as people look through your website, where you're building trust with them, they're understanding what you do, the type of work you have, there's that call to action that can just click it right away. And that's just another benefit of hiring a company that builds beautiful, responsive websites like we do at Contractor's Partner. Not trying to pitch you too much there, but as you can see, this website's really clean on mobile, and that's so important for you if you're looking to build a website and have a good idea of what a website design should be. Now, guys, if you just came across my website because you were kind of looking for designs because you're going to build it yourself, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or you need to be steered in a certain direction. I'll be more than welcome to help you. But also, if you just decided you don't want to do it, this is what we do. We build beautiful websites for contractors, and not just a website that's just beautiful, but they rank well on Google. We do SEO. We got great packages. We got great clients, and we only work for contractors, home builders, GCs, plumbers, electricians. I got a background in building, third generation. I've been around it my whole life, but I have a love and a passion for digital marketing. So it's great to pair the two, right? But feel free to reach out. let me know in the link below. Subscribe to the channel. Maybe there'll be some other stuff on here that will help you in your business. And thanks for visiting Contractor's Partner.